Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. I'm Farhana Yasmin, assistant teacher of morning shift. Today I'm going to take a computer class for class 4. Today is lecture number 7 and homework 4 will be given today. Our today's topic is chapter 2, page 18 and 19 reading done, and question answer 3 and 4 will be practiced today. Okay dear students, let's look at page 18 first. We will start from Central Processing Unit or the CPU. You have learned in the previous chapter that processing of the input takes place in the Central Processing Unit. The Central Processing Unit is called CPU in short. The CPU also controls the functions of all the components attached to it. Besides, it is the place where the memory of the computer is present. It is therefore the brain of the computer. So the CPU is called the brain of the computer. Let's look at the picture. Here you can see a blue box. This is the CPU box. The CPU cabinet or box which has the CPU inside it. There are computer parts inside it and all the other parts are also attached to it with cable. The CPU is present inside the CPU cabinet of the computer. Different parts of a computer are connected to the CPU by cables. The CPU is made up of the memory unit, control unit, and arithmetic and logic unit. So, there are different other units inside the CPU or Central Processing Unit. Now, let's look at the units in detail. Arithmetic and Logic Unit or ALU. The ALU performs addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication, and operations like comparisons, like you can see here, the less than sign, the more than sign, and the equal to sign. This unit processes the data entered from the input devices. Next is the control unit. The control unit controls all the operations of a computer based on the instructions received from the input devices. It controls the movement of information between the ALU, memory, and other parts of the computer. Next is the memory unit. The memory unit stores the data and instructions temporarily for processing. So the work of the memory unit is to process the data after storing it temporarily. Let's go to the next page. Next we have hardware and software. Keyboard, mouse, monitor, and printer are the parts of a computer. They are together called the hardware. You can touch and feel these parts. So the parts of a computer we can touch and feel. We can see the machines of those parts. They are called hardware. Keyboard, mouse, monitor, and printer are such hardware. Let's look at the picture. The monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse, you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. So these are called hardware. Let's look at what software is. The instructions that you give to the computer in the form of programs is called the software. A software program is stored on the hard disk. You may create your own software or buy ready-made software. The computer games you buy from the market on a CD or DVD or download from the internet are ready-made software. So you can buy software in CDs or DVDs from the market, and you can also download software from the internet and store it inside the computer. But software is not machinery parts like this that you can see, feel or touch. Let's look at types of software. There are two kinds of software: application software and system software. So software also is of two kinds. One is application software and another is system software. An application software helps you do some specific task. For example, Paint is an application software that lets you draw and paint on the computer. So application software lets you do specific tasks. Like Paint lets you paint. You can draw and color in the Paint application software. Next is system software. A system software is a set of programs that control the working of your computer. So system software is used to control the working of your computer. It doesn't do any specific single task, but it helps you to run the computer. The computer cannot run without the system software. When you buy a computer, the system software is already loaded in it. For instance, you can use Windows to run your computer, okay? Windows is a system software. Without it, you can do other things. You can't run other application softwares. Okay, next is question answer from chapter 2. Previous class you did question number 1 and 2, and in this class we will do question number 3 and 4. And question number 3 will be your homework for next Saturday. Okay, dear students, let's see question number 3. What is output device? Name two output devices. Answer: a device on which the results are produced is called an output device. A device on which the results are produced is called an output device. Two common output devices are: 1. Monitor, 2. Printer. Number 1 is monitor and 2 is printer. Let's go to question number 4. What is system software? Answer: a system software is a set of programs that control the working of a computer. A system's software is a set of programs that control the working of a computer. The computer cannot run without the system software. The computer cannot run without the system software. Your homework number 4 is chapter 2, question number 3. The question: what is output device? Name two output devices. So please do the homework carefully, dear students. Okay, some of you make many mistakes. The answer is given here. Please be careful of spellings and don't miss out words or sentences. Okay, our today's class ends here. See you in the next class. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz.